Hello everyone and welcome back to the Let's Play of Dragon Quest VIII Journey of the Cursed King. Now this is going to be the last part for now, at least most of the treasures that I can get. Now I'm convinced that I'm still missing some stuff and I'm not sure where, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. We got a bunch of mini medals in our travels though, so I figured I'd exchange some for now. Now I've got a suit of sacred armor. For the 75, we've got 92 that we've given her altogether so far. We've also got Aura Calcom, which is good. And we've also got, what was the last one? A Metal King Helm. Yes, the best helm in the game, I believe. In terms of defense, anyway. Now, if I had 99, I could get the Dangerous Buster, unique for a Jessica. Isn't it thrilling? I guess. So, I don't like being a Demi Downer. Sometimes it happens, especially when I have rage moments. And, you know, there's a difference between fun rage and just frustration that's not fun for anyone to watch. I'm not going to turn this into a rant, but I'm just going to say, don't know if any of you guys know who's watching this. That one person out there, you may know. Especially if you live in the EU. Article 13 has passed. Now, people are freaking out and people are saying that it's already been processed. Now, passed means that basically the vote for Article 13 has won. And it apparently is being pushed through to be approved. But people are saying it's already been approved. But it's going to take 2 years for it to go through. Now, I'm not sure if it has been approved or not. Jamie, I talked about it to Jamie and he says that it hasn't been approved yet. But yeah, and in case you guys don't know, I'll just sum up. Basically, because of this new law, it will affect the way copyright content work on YouTube over here in the EU. YouTube will most likely be will have to pay for any copyright issues. They basically have no choice but to opt out of Europe, which means we won't get YouTube at all. Yeah, people won't be able to upload content. As far as I know, we won't be able to watch any videos. I don't know if we'll be able to access YouTube at all. Most people are complaining because of memes. You can't post memes because the content's not yours, right? But even if you're editing said content to be funny and be like fair use within YouTube or whatever, you can't upload memes, basically. A lot of people are like, oh great, alright. Guess we should move to another country. People are saying America, but look, alright, we got knife crimes over here and they got guns over there. I don't know if I really want to go over to America with guns. I heard Canada's not so bad, maybe I'll go over there. Maybe I'll go join Nitrorad. For those of you guys don't know, he is a Canadian YouTuber that I follow. He does reviews, platformers and RPGs, and sometimes horror stuff, RPG Maker stuff. He's a cool dude. But yes, this is the last time we'll be doing treasure. I tried my best to cut the treasure down as much as I could this time. And I figured, you know, since I was recording this sort of recently, I was like, okay, well, I'll try to open up the map where I am located at the treasure chest. That way I can just edit it to the point where, look, I'm here, this is where the treasure chest is, and here you go. Now, I believe, actually no, I don't remember what I'm making. What am I making here? No, the dark cloak. Dark cloak? Yeah, dark robe. Yeah, that. It's exclusive for Yangus. The defense is okay, but its whole thing is that it actually makes it so Yangus's evasion goes up. Basically high evasion. So now what I'm doing here is I'm using the Aura Calcom, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do it for, but I decided to use it on the rusty sword because that makes the strongest, I think it is the strongest sword in the entire game. Pretty much anything Metal King is normally the strongest in this game. The Metal King sword. Pretty much it's like, in terms of attack, it's the strongest, but like, think of it like Metal Slash, but you don't need to use Metal Slash. I don't know if it always does 2 damage. I want to say it always does 2 damage on slimes, and everyone else just does normal damage or whatever. I don't use swords, but I used it before. The interesting thing is though, you have to make the Metal King sword in order to make the metal. I think it's called the Metal King boomerang or something like that, which I'm probably going to use because I'm not using swords this time. But I will say, if you do make the Metal King sword and then turn it into the Metal King boomerang, I don't think you can get it back. I don't think there's any way to get that sword back. So make your choice, basically, is what I'm telling you. Unless you're playing the 3DS version, I don't know. You might be able to have more chances to make it in the 3DS version. Speaking of 3DS version, I figured since I was running out of just general facts of the PS2, I'd have a look up and do some research for the 3DS version. Also, I picked up a mini medal that I completely missed in Baccarat. I might actually have to go back again to double check and see if I've missed anything. I think I also missed something for Trodaine, but I think I already got it, so I can't show you here. Now, this ape dude actually has a desperate attack, which I didn't realize. But I'm just showing it in because it's a special monster recruitment right here. We'll be actually getting the last slime for my slime crew in this part as well, which is really cool. But yeah, basically Article 13 could pretty much just end YouTube for us. Guys, this could be the last part of Dragon Quest VIII that you ever see, depending on when this gets uploaded. I don't know. This is actually really bad though. If it does go through, lots of people on YouTube will lose their jobs. Yeah, this will affect the big YouTubers. That's why people are like saying, oh, hey man, come over to America or you're going to have to leave the country. And, you know, people are posting the last of their memes of like people just taking a suitcase and just leaving the country. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's actually serious. It is actually pretty bad. YouTube's saying that apparently the article has been amended to be not as bad, but it's still very concerning. And yeah, I've been looking on Twitter and people are really upset. People are angry and upset and they're swearing at the government, and people are advising to vote the people out that basically approved it. Yeah, we lost the voting, so yeah. I mean, I don't make money from this job. I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't know, not many people watch as me, and I've learned to accept that. But I don't care, because when I started this channel with my friends, we had fun. And it's not even that, like, if I'm not even able to, like, watch stuff, you know, because maybe you don't upload stuff, you just want to watch stuff, you know. But this going through won't happen. It really sucks. We'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. I know some people weren't like worried about it, but I mean, I'd be worried about it now for sure. The vote's gone through, so, you know, because clearly these old people's, you know, they clearly know what's going on with the internet and they know what's best. So there you go. Oh man, it's sad, but we'll see what we go. So I decided I left this in, just because I was heading up to the spring to look for treasure, and I was like, you know what, let's let Medea talk and see if she has anything to say, and she does.
Like ages since we last came here. I want you to know how much I appreciate your hard work trying to lift the curse. How are you feeling? You must be exhausted. I want you to know that, well, I would understand if you decided to give up. Why do I say that? Well, my father told me something the other day. He said that you have your own life to lead, that it wouldn't be right for us to drag you along with us for the rest of your life. You've done so much for us already. I promise I would never think badly of you if you decided to leave and go your own way.
I don't know why I left such a big pause. I was trying to be quiet there because I figured, you know, it's dialogue, and he said something kind of sweet and interesting there, really. that I wasn't expecting. I totally forgot where, she basically says that, if you can't free the curse, she doesn't blame you, and she understands you're trying your best, and you've got your own life to live, and you shouldn't feel like you owe them anything. I mean, King Tro took him in, and really the Princess Medea has been sort of his childhood friend since they were kids. He grew up with her. Really, they are his family. So it's kind of touching. I thought it was kind of touching, It's a shame the hero doesn't speak, but I mean that's Dragon Quest characters normally in a nutshell. Except Dragon Quest Heroes, they all speak in Dragon Quest Heroes, but yeah, it is what it is. Maybe if you could see more expressions, because this hero does have some expressions, but not enough. Not like Toon Link, where it's like if you're not going to talk, I'd love to show show some great expressions to to show how they're feeling. But instead, you just get the video being like, why do you say that? Or why do I say it, or whatever, It's just like, but it is what it is. Still thought it was it was a sort of a sweet scene, but it's his family, man. See, it's shit like this that makes me a little bit annoyed about the whole marrying Jessica in the 3DS version. And don't get me wrong, I love Jessica, like Jessica waifu, Dragon Quest waifu, but like, she's my waifu, not the hero's. but it feels like it would be not a very nice thing to do. Like, I'm not saying I'm cheating. It's not like the hero and Medea are actually together. It's implied that they like each other, but they're not together. Not officially. Not really. He is the King Trode's guard. That's what he is, and friend to Medea. Childhood friend to Medea. But it does feel a little wrong because of how they set the game up with the hero and Medea. It feels like you're still doing a bit of a dirty if you just suddenly be like, you know what, I'm gonna go for big boobs, Sorry, I'm going for cleavage. I'm going for Jessica. It's like, oh man, Medea's sweet though. Like, Jessica might be wifey, but Medea is sweet. She's a very heartful princess. She's very kind and stuff. Bless her. She's a horse like 90% of the game. Like, but yeah, it's not her fault. This Cure Slime actually gave me trouble. You can recruit this guy. He constantly full heals and he dodges. If you are looking for a healer, he is definitely a good. He's definitely a good option. I just tend to go normally for like tankiness and brute strength because I honestly think that's the best. But I've never really experimented too much of healing. But I know, like when I've read other guides, some guides say, hey, maybe you want to try a healing type of spell or something. So yeah, one of the downsides to this dude though is that if he feels like there's nothing he needs to do, it'll just waste a turn. And if he's on your team, you don't want him wasting a turn, right? But yeah, he dodges a lot. So if you need a dodger and a healer, it's definitely a good alternative. And like I said, he uses full heal. I'm not sure how much MP he has, but we'll find out at the end. But yeah, he took a while just because he just kept dodging everything. Like, he took a critical hit and he's still alive. Still alive. Look at that. It's pretty impressive, really, to be honest. Speaking of the 3DS version, though, as we're about to wrap this up, so to go over some things, obviously, I think I mentioned this way earlier, but I'll expand on this a little bit. In the 3DS version, we get two new characters. You can play as Mori and Red uses knives and fans, and it has a special ability, apparently, that can revive party members. So that's interesting. Mori, of course, is a brawler, prefers to, fisticuffs it up. He uses claws. He can increase the party's tension and call enemies to help. I don't understand what he means by enemies. I assume he means monsters because, he's the monster arena guy. So I assume he means he can call monsters to help, which is kind of cool. Which is really cool in that sort of sense. Here's the last slime guy, though, for our slime team. The Gloopy Groupie. I like that alliteration right there. Yeah, I mean they're slimes, so they don't have much health. But that's the thing. You underestimate them, but when you have all three, something amazing happens. So it doesn't always happen though. It doesn't always happen, and they do have to be alive for it to happen. So if they get killed off beforehand, your strategy's kind of boned. It's basically a, if they don't do it, which 9 times out of 10 they will do it. They won't always do they have a special ability, but if they don't do the special ability, you are boned. But if they do special ability, most of the time you're gonna win. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time. But yeah, it is like a one-trick pony type of thing. It's like, hey, if they do this, then it's all or nothing. You can still lose though. So we just finished the Arcadia region. Now we're going off to the Orkusk region, as I'm going to call it. Poor Armata who died here, which is really unfortunate. I was trying to remember her son's name. Merrick, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I was like, what's his name? Merrick Ishtar from Yu-Gi-Oh! No, not that Merrick. Not that Merrick. Jeez. So another thing you can do that I actually didn't know about the free session is that you can take pictures. So you get given a camera. I don't know if you have to speak to a specific guy, but some guy gives you a camera. I'm not sure if you have to actually talk to him or if the game includes it so that you just talk to him automatically or whatever. But yeah, you can take pictures, customize different stuff. You can like take a picture of the hero, add other characters to pose with him, add funny little editing stuff to it. It's kind of cool. A lot of games are doing that nowadays, like adding photo mode, like Spider-Man, God of War. You know what I mean? There's probably one in Red Dead, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, that's becoming a thing. That's becoming a big thing now. So all these different like photo mode stuff and whatnot. But that's still kind of neat. But not only that though, apparently taking pictures, and I don't know if you just take specific pictures or if it's how many times you take pictures, but you get rewards. You actually can unlock more Monster Arena challenges, new costumes, I think specifically for the other characters, because in this game, the only person that you can see, like, really the outfit, like certain outfits, is Jessica. I believe there is one outfit, only one outfit that the hero wears that you can see, and it's right at the end of the game. I kind of don't want to spoil it, but it's a special type of armor. I think it's the only armor that you can actually visibly see. Everything else you don't see. But the other characters get all these different costumes. There's like one where Angela looks like a samurai, which is very interesting. So yeah, there's some interesting costumes you can get. New recipes as well, which is also interesting. New equipment, and when they say new monsters, I don't know if it's monster recruitments or if they just mean new encounters in general. So that's really cool. That's really, really cool. They've also added more depth to the story. Apparently, the hero gets more backstory to kind of explain them, which I think is good because they kind of save all of the hero stuff to the post game. So you have to beat the post game, in order to find out what's really going on with him, because we don't know. We just know that apparently he can survive any type of curse. Like, how powerful is this guy? Where does his power come from? What's his backstory? Where's his parents? What happened? Why was he alone and with his rat mouse friend, and then he got picked up by trade? Like, where does his origin come from? It's not explained till the post game. So now I did see a small scene of Jessica at a grave, and then her brother's spirit appeared, and that's not in this game. So I'm guessing there's some sort of scene with her and her brother as well, which is interesting. They also added dialogue for the new characters, so they're not just there. They actually have conversations that they talk about, so that's really cool. So how much time we got left? We got about 3 minutes left. Okay, cool. So now I think we're just wrapping up different monster recruitments that are in this area, which I thought I did. But no. There's two cold flame guys. That robot that we just fought is actually a pretty decent robot. Yeah, this guy casted Kafwak and like almost killed my entire party. My heart sank when I saw that. I was like, oh no. But luckily he didn't do it again. And luckily Angelo, the healer and the person who can bring people back is the one that, didn't die. Otherwise, if it was like Jessica, I don't think I even have a leaf, like a Yggdrasil, so I'd be screwed. Like, that would be it. Because this is a monster recruitment, so I can't run. And so I don't know if I can run, actually. I never thought about it. I'm pretty certain you can't, because it's like a fixed battle. So, oh my god. Yeah, everyone just died. That's Kafwak, man. You know, it's your instant kill move. If it happens, it happens. And I feel like it happens a lot for the party. So it really sucks when that happens. But I didn't realize he casted it, so... Oh, that was a shock. That was a real shock. So to wrap up my info, even though I might need this later, but never mind. The 3DS version also has 2 new exclusive dungeons. Now, I haven't properly looked at them, but there's one that looks sort of similar to the Dark Runes, but I think it is different. It looks different, but sort of similar. And now I know there are some optional other bosses as well and stuff, so... Sounds like post-game stuff. I think it actually is. But that's still interesting, the different changes. And of course, I've already mentioned you can marry Jessica, which just, I don't know, just feels wrong. At least the hero marrying Jessica feels wrong in a way. Just because I feel like they push Medea and the hero, and it's like, man, are you going to be a jerk and not do that? You can. It's just like, it doesn't feel right to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm too nice for my own good. Alright, looks like I already got that treasure chest. Well, what I can say to end off Article 13 is that I hope it doesn't screw things over, because this is one of my main hobbies other than video games. And you know, I really enjoy making videos, even if no one watches them. I appreciate you one person who's watching this. I really do. So yeah, it would suck, but it is what it is. Alright, so that's going to be it for treasure hunting, guys, for now. Hopefully we'll be doing Monster Arena tomorrow. We might move story a little bit, but that's going to be it for now. As always, you can check the previous part on the left and the next part on the right when that goes live. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be still here next time in the next video, guys. Down with Article 13. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Take care.